And now, Aunt Martha's personal companion and her personal trainer over these past few years, Sven, I believe. Martha, or as I called her, Tikva, was a remarkable woman, passionate, full of life, romantic, passionate, warm, eager to learn and experiment, and very, very, very passionate. I met Martha 8 months ago. 8 short but passion-filled months ago. It was in Tibet. I had journeyed to Tibet with a previous companion, another spiritual but passionate person. My previous companion and I were in Tibet to experience the peace and share in the contemplation of a monastery there. My previous companion found the monastery so peaceful that she chose that place to transition to eternity. I, of course, was devastated. I knew that my previous companion had merely passed from this realm to the next. But I found myself unable to leave the place where we had spent our last moments together. Also, she did not leave a will, and the return tickets were frozen as assets of her estate. It was in this raw and grief-stricken state that I first saw Tikva. I mean Martha. Yes. And I knew that we were meant to be together. I remember Martha very distinctly. She carried herself with such poise, such grace. She was dressed in her simple saffron robes and sandals, along with a stunning beaten gold necklace studded with rubies, emeralds, and a single empress cut 8-carat diamond. It was at that moment I knew that our paths must cross. The necklace did not hang right though. And it was then that I also noticed Martha's helmet. It was not fastened securely. And she wore the helmet with an air of frustrated despair. I spoke to her then,
And I had learned that Martha had been in Afghanistan spreading the news of Hertz. That is the helmet use is really terrific society. And so in Afghanistan, Martha had seen so many people living in rough terrain without helmets that it wounded her soul. It was this need, this quest for healing that I had picked up on when I first saw Martha from afar. Martha had come to Tibet to revitalize her spirit after meeting such little success with the Afghans. And so I traveled with her back to the monastery, not without some concern for her well-being. But it was during this journey that she reaffirmed her belief in the precepts of Hertz. It was so obvious. It was as if the goat could see her faltering belief. This is a story I will relate in a moment in the special way that Martha and I shared. And so it was, with Martha's faith restored, that Martha and I returned together to this beautiful country. Martha's house, further evidence of how suitable our match was. Tennis court, art studio, dance studio, swimming pool, sauna, extensive gardens, antiques, unique architecture. Yes, we were very happy with our life there. We were not alone. It is a terrible thing to be alone. How many women in this church right now know what it is like to be truly alone? How many women in this church are single? Thank you. How many women in this church work? Okay. How many women in this church right now can afford not to work? Thank you. How many women in this church know that money creates stress on the human body, and that this stress creates toxins, and that I offer a service to purge your body of all of its money? I mean, it's toxins. It's toxins. As I said, Martha and I were very happy with our life there. Martha taught interpretive dance in the dance studio, even though the studio lacked poles.
Excuse me?
I taught massage therapy and meditation. I am also medium. That means I am a channel to other realms, dimensions, consciousness. Medium is not my size. I am actually quite wow. I'm large. I was almost late for this funeral service because I was trying to contact Martha. I am going now to dance the story of Martha's rebirth of faith. What is that, Martha? What is that? You liked my dance? You want me to have the house?
No! Dustin!
No! Joy! Harmony! No! Come back!
Wow, Sven! Helmet use is really terrific! Sven, you only had 2 minutes.